will there be a religious world order? Many develop the idea that a religious world order will dominate the world. But would that be possible? To do so, we must observe how religion develops in the world. The first question is the world becoming more religious? If we look at China, we have a country that reduces the religious system, developing a capitalist concept of work, defining that it is not God who provides the sustenance, but the work of each one with the help of the state. But does this system only occur in China? All over the world the capital system manages that sustenance and life are due to work and the state. As a result, religion in the world loses its real meaning, and is merely a cultural system. The development of electronic games based on religious cultures manages in the minds of children that religion is merely a creation, similar to the games that adults played as a child. This type of thinking dominates the world culture, and life is becoming linked to the secular. All religious cultures in the modern world are losing their political and social strength. And the social system developed today is linked to the pleasures of life. Trying to imagine any religious reinforcement in the increasingly secular world system is to manage something without an analytical basis. For analytically, we are moving towards a world increasingly concerned with human will. The existence of God is being ignored by men, who think more about living their lives as pleasantly as possible. According to the scriptures, the time of the end is linked to the Noah period. Thus, we read in Luke 17:26-29, "Just as it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man." The people lived eating, drinking, getting married and being given in marriage, until the day Noah entered the ark and saw then the flood came and destroyed them all. The same thing happened in Lot's day. The people were eating and drinking, buying and selling, planting and building. But on the day that Lot left Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. It will happen just like that on the day that the Son of Man is revealed. All of these verses are not linked to a religious factor of the people, but to a libertine factor. That is, the search was in man's pleasures, not in a theology of any deity. In the Noah period, they mocked the religious concept of Noah. And in the Lot period, the search was the same as in the concepts close to the flood. When we look at the feet of the statue, we see a system of divided realms, with no single power. Thus, there could be no dominant religious system over the world. Were it so, the kingdom of the feet, it would again be the kingdom of the legs. But the feet are a divided kingdom. What we can clearly have is that the religious will be ridiculed like Noah, or will be in danger if they do not adapt to the customs of the place, as happened with Lot. Therefore, we see the verse in Revelations 18:4, "And so it is written. Then I heard another voice from heaven that said, Get out of it, you, my people, lest you share in your sins, so that the plagues that will fall on it do not reach you." What we observe in this text is the connection to leave a place so as not to participate in sins, which manages the same idea of Lot's period, when he fled Sodom in order not to be destroyed, because of the sins committed in Sodom. There is no concept of religious force in these texts, whatever it may be. Usually, it is defined in prophecy that the prostitute is the false church, or church that defends false doctrines. Thus, it is written in Revelation 17:6, "The beast and the 10 horns you saw will hate the prostitute. They will bring her to ruin and leave her naked, eat her flesh and destroy it with fire." The beast represents political powers, the horns, the strength of these political powers. The prostitute is the desecrated church. See that the political powers hate the desecrated church. It takes ruin and shows its mistakes, and destroys its power, and takes its riches. In another study we will analyze this verse in detail. But for now, we can clearly see that it is not a religious power that will dominate, or give orders. It is a secular political power, linked to pleasures. Therefore, in what we have seen, there will not be a religious world order, but rather a cultural system, linked to the culture of the people before the flood, and of the people in Sodom and Gomorrah. Linked, mainly to apostasy, whatever religion it is. And in fact what we see today is clearly that fact.
If you are looking for more content from different areas, visit the reformadorstosag.com website. News and detailed content can be found. With system of research and organization of text and video.